Hey Nation, as it's Martin Luther King Day, I wanted to just take a moment to just reflect a little bit on the impact of Martin Luther King. Let me just share this from my life. Growing up, coming up, in a fairly rough environment, and the hopes and the prospects for future were really grim at different times in my life. And I remember as a young man coming into even my faith, the impact that Martin Luther King had on me as an individual. And I'm going to tell you why. A lot of times we look at individuals, we look for representation. We look for representation in the things that we want to pursue. And therefore, a lot of young black kids are looking to athletes and entertainers. Well, Martin Luther, for me, was one of those individuals that I looked to, and that created such an insatiable desire for me to learn. When I started listening to him and I started reading his books and learning more about him, it really impacted me personally. And what really did it for me as well is because the transition that I was making into faith and coming into faith and learning that he was a minister, but he was a minister on the front line of the cultural challenges that were at that time, and he was hitting at them dead on with faith, but also with faith expressed in his life. And that was a real big impact for me. And I want to encourage everyone that feels and has an understanding of what their calling is. And if you don't, just understand that if you got to look for people, you got to look for somebody who is doing what you desire to do, or they're in the direction, they're going on the path of what it is that you want to go, and you emulate principles. You don't copy them, you emulate principles. You have an understanding of models and you follow those models. And so the thing for me with Martin was a commitment to learning, higher education, and really confronting your culture with whatever it is that you're able to do. So kingdom blessings to you. Hope you have a great Martin Luther King Day.